If you get too high, you can pull the parachute with CBD and reverse that psychotropic effect.
I'd rather do some THC than drink.
What kind of advice would we give to other parents maybe in this position that may be considering medical marijuana because they have certain ailments that they use it for or want to use it for? So what are some of the misconceptions other people you've encountered may have had about medical marijuana and maybe using it and also being a parent? Have you ever encountered someone maybe kind of imparted some of the misconceptions on you, and how did you navigate that?
They might think that we're lazy, but totally opposite.
Burnt out. Yeah.
No, we're more full on, happier, more, present.
Present, yeah.
I love the lazy stigma. It's hilarious. I go to the gym, work out 5 days a week, and I do cardio.
Twice a day.
Sometimes I'll hit the sativa vape pen before running, you know what I mean? And it really gets the wheels spinning, but everybody's different, and that's the thing, So it is not up to us to, tell people what to do. It's up to us to just educate them and make sure that they understand the difference between THC and CBD. It's fun space, very difficult, to navigate, but, here we are.
Yeah. I've got an autistic son at home. He's nonverbal, and, I'm used to getting weird looks and stares out in public, and there's times where, I've actually talked to my neighbors, about it because, I'll have my product outside and, I know they can smell it, and, let's have that conversation. Hey, just so you know, like I have a medical marijuana card. This is why I use it. And it actually has sparked a really interesting conversation with my neighbors because they're like, I think I could probably use it too. It would help me with my back pain or this pain or whatever. Yeah. So, being upfront and open with it, I think has been my best strategy because I'm not trying to hide it from anybody. I don't feel the need to defend myself either. This is just what I do. It's a matter of fact. If you don't like it, sorry for you.
And get your head out of the sand too.
Thank you.
Our biggest advocates for My Florida Green are our elder patients. And 60% of our patients are over 60. So, the grandmas are starting to smoke joints with their friends at their poker games that they're playing at their house, or starting to trade gummies, to help them sleep.
My mother, she went to a little get together, and she's like, they were all smoking their funny stuff and trying to get me to do. I'm like, you should have done it, Mom. You should have done it. No. I'm like, no, really.
No, it's unfortunate because that's
turning from wine to weed.
I know that. That generation is it's a tough sale.
They're like, who knew?
Yeah, exactly. No, it's been invigorating to teach a 75-year-old woman how to vape.
I had a 98-year-old woman, and it was really inspiring.
Yeah.
It was I loved her. I was like, this is awesome.
Yeah.
So kind of talking about products, right? Like, is there any products that you've used that you feel like have been more convenient as a parent to kind of keep it as discreet as possible? Or what do you feel like has helped most there?
I personally love CBD tinctures. I like the dosing with them. I feel like it's really easy for me. CBD has really just been what I mostly use for my anxiety. So the CBD tincture is easy for me. I can carry it in my purse. I can always have it with me. It's just a quick drop and, I'm all good. No smell to it. And it's just easier to dose for me that way.
Yeah.
It's good. I actually like the gummies, because I'll go to them, throughout the day and take some here or there. I have a very high tolerance, so I could take a few. And then I also like my tincture, and I'll do that. They nobody, you can't smell it, and it's private. Nobody knows what's going on. The kids don't know. So
segue into a little bit of a different subject. How tall are you?
I'm 5'2".
And how much do you weigh?
I'm 108 pounds.
108 pounds, 5'2", and you have a high tolerance, so size does not matter,
Nope.
at least with this situation, right? So THC binds to fat, so the bigger and heavier you are, sometimes the more of a weakling you'll be with THC, so people do need to know that. I find it hilarious when these big rugged guys come in and like, oh, I can drink a case of beer, I need high milligrams. It's like, all right, well, we'll see how you do,
Let's take it slow and see.
Me personally, I'm super sensitive to THC. Yeah. I mean, I'm a gummy at night, an hour before bed, and then I'll take CBD, throughout the day, and that's just it for me. The THC just kind of it doesn't sit with me well. I get a little paranoid, So, and thankfully, I discovered that CBD neutralizes that, anxiety, paranoia, the psychotropic effect of THC. So, And that's a lot of people need to know that too. That
Yeah.
if you get too high, you can pull the parachute with CBD and reverse that psychotropic effect. We still tell people that every day. And they're like, really?
Yeah,
I wish I
especially-
knew that with that 100 milligram chew I hate. So
Especially for parents, if you ever, do too many gummies or know somebody that you,
you don't want to be high around
somebody
your
that
kids.
did too many gummies, you
Right.
could always do that CBD oil and it kind of reverses it for you. So
Especially if you took too much, you got little ones to look after. That's not a good
right.
deal
If you're trying like
either.
a new product and it's just a little off compared to the one you're used to,
Yeah, awesome.
For me, I use a combination of all the routes, the tinctures, edibles, I smoke a bit. And what's helped me a lot, actually, believe it or not, I have a little, it's called a dry herb bag, and it keeps the smell in. So I keep everything in there. I keep it tucked away. I actually have a gun safe that I put it in. Nobody knows the difference. When I take it out, they just still don't know because you can't smell it, So it's, it keeps it nice and discreet. And, I don't have to worry about that, which is kind of nice.
Yeah, good job.
Yeah. So what kind of advice would we give to other parents maybe in this position that may be considering medical marijuana because they have certain ailments that they use it for or want to use it for, but they might be a little adverse to it because they do have kids and they're afraid. What kind of advice would we give to a parent in that position?
It's a good one.
There's a lot of options. A lot of different delivery methods, a lot of different modalities, a lot of different routes, right? A lot of options. And vaping is easy, right? And it's called inhalation. It's the same kind of delivery method as smoking, right? Without the combustion or burning or smell. So, and then obviously tinctures and gummies are very concealable. So, and again, keep it in the original package, right? So they can't break in. Some of those gummy bags you get at the dispensaries. I mean, I struggle with myself as an adult. You got to cut them with the scissors because you can't get into them. So, not that kids don't know how to use scissors nowadays, but
I think one thing that I hear a lot is, especially from parents, is how much better at parenting they are while using cannabis, and how they feel so much better using that instead of going for a glass of wine or a pill. And some will say, oh, well, it's still a vice. Okay, maybe, but it's a better vice,
Healthier.
healthier,
alternative.
safer vice, So if you are a parent and you feel like, you're not really sure, I mean, there's so many families out there that really, this is like what they do, and they feel so much better at parenting. They feel like they can participate more as with their children. They can kind of be a kid with them again, have more
relaxed.
patience. Yeah, I mean, that's something that I personally feel like I have a lot more patience with my children. So, I mean, what are you waiting for? This is a natural alternative to trying this.
I'd rather do some THC than drink. And then in the morning when our kids wake up at 6:30 in the morning, you're like, your head's pounding, you feel horrible,
Or
and
you
you're
blacked
not
out.
Dizzy.
or you're like,
Yeah.
what
Yeah.
happened last night? Did I drink too much? But no, with this, it's not like that at all. That's what I love about it.
think about the memories that kids would have in the 80s of their stepdad coming home if they had access to legal cannabis and eating a pizza rather than getting their ass kicked because their stepdad was drunk and beat the shit out of them.
Yeah,
You know what I
'cause
mean?
they're
So,
angry.
yeah.
I know a lot of people that have gotten.
I grew up like
stopped
that.
drinking
Yeah.
because of.
Oh, the percentage of almost half of our patients quit drinking alcohol. I mean, obviously you want to have to quit drinking alcohol, to do it. It's not like a magic pill, but it's pretty amazing and staggering.
They just
the
don't feel the need
statistics.
to do that anymore. It is amazing.
There's nothing good about alcohol.
No,
there's no
Doesn't.
good outcome. You never made a good decision drunk.
There's no medicinal effects for it.
None.
Cleaning cuts. Yeah.
Cleaning tools, maybe.
Maybe that's about it.
I relate so much to what you said about being present. Having an autistic son that's nonverbal, it can be very loud in my house. It can be it can be high stress for some people that aren't used to it. And what it does for me, is it helps kind of calm me down enough where I can be a kid with him. I can engage with him. And just a little anecdotal story. So over the summer, he's been wanting to go to the public pool quite a bit, right? Which is out of character for him because he loves to swim, but he hates to be around people. But he just hasn't cared, right?
It's kind of like me.
Yeah, right? So we go to the pool and he wants me to jump in. And he goes underwater and he likes to watch me jump in as I go in. But it's helped me build 2 words with him. So I've got him to say more. Every time I'm not jumping in until you say more, and he'll say more, clear as day, right? And he doesn't say any words, And then I got him just the other day. I was so excited. I got him to say jump more jump. And he does 2 words together now.
Yeah, it's awesome.
After 3 weeks of the summer, I'm just so excited about that.
That's amazing.
But you know what though? It helps me be calm and present. It says I can go from my work mode to my dad mode and get into that kid playing mode and jump in the pool 1,000 times, sometimes literally. But you know what? I have fun with it though, and it just makes me a better dad.